Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. For updates on sports stories across the globe, Aaron Akirijola joins us. Hello, Aaron.
Yeah, good morning to you, Doctor. Good morning to you, Rufai.
Good morning, Aaron.
It's been touted as a new dawn. It is fight night tomorrow. Anthony
Joshua.
Yes, he will be back in the ring against Americans Franklin. Now let's see what happened. Jermaine Franklin is the man he will be going against. 2,742 days after he actually defended his title at the O2 Arena against Brazil, Dominic Brazil. We are hoping this time around to see the old Anthony Joshua that is very, very offensive in his boxing style, aggressive in his boxing style, taking the fight to the opponent, as against what we saw in the bout against Andy Ruiz Jr., which he lost, and also the doubleheader that he lost to Oleksandr Usyk. So a lot is expected this time around, and we are hoping that Anthony Joshua will use this as a springboard to the next level, because we know he is meant for great things, but he's just seen his career teeter off at the moment. But he will be having a weigh-in this afternoon, so let's look out for that. A lot of people have been speaking about Jermaine Franklin himself. He lost 25 pounds just for this fight, because they say he looks like, or he's probably like another Andy Ruiz Jr. and Anthony Joshua, who needs to be very careful. The only difference between Franklin and Ruiz Jr. is that Ruiz Jr. is a faster boxer than Franklin. Franklin is a little bit slower, and he might just walk against him because he likes to lean on the ropes, and that might just be a feast for Anthony Joshua on the day. Now, away from that, the Premier League, tea time tomorrow. It is expected Manchester City against Liverpool, a blockbuster fixture that always sizzles. Let's see if Manchester City will be able to raise their game and take the fight to Liverpool. But there are talks that this man, talking about Erling Haaland, the Ajax scorer this season, might not feature in that particular game. He didn't train yesterday, which is a big worry for Manchester City, and they're hoping that he will be fit enough to probably feature or maybe make an impact in that particular fixture. Right now, looking at it as we actually get into the Premier League, a lot is expected. You can see the running for several of the teams. We are getting to the business end of the season. This is where the rubber meets the road, and more importantly, this is where if you blink, you literally miss. Arsenal are still top of the table, and they are hoping that their game against Liverpool will also go the way, would probably maybe give them that particular buffer against Manchester City right now as we speak. 8 points separates them, with Manchester City having a game in hand. But this weekend we have a blockbuster set of fixtures to actually go through. Of course, Bayern Munich against Borussia Dortmund. Thomas Tuchel, your former man, is back for the Bavarians, and he'll be hoping that he can actually turn the hands of time. So let's see what actually happens in that particular fixture and several other fixtures in between. Now, away from that to Formula One. Before I get into things that are happening as we speak, let's talk about the fact that there are talks that Lewis Hamilton and George Russell, both are teammates, they are actually having a little bit of friction, because Lewis Hamilton said in the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix that George Russell was lucky to have come in fourth. Russell said, no, I just made my own luck and actually did very well, and that is why I'm fourth. So Hamilton, of course, later on retracted the statement, said maybe he actually chose the wrong statement, but clearly Russell wasn't having any of that. Let's see what actually plays out. Now, they're not alone, because if you look at the entire Formula One fixture, as you get into this particular one, also there are talks that there might be a little bit of friction and tension brewing between Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen of the Red Bull team. Remember, Perez was told to slow down at some point, and when you look at them head-to-head this season, 1 point separates both of them, and they'll be hoping that at the Australia Grand Prix this weekend, that they will be able to lay the mile marker on the ground and maybe Perez push further. But we know how hungry Verstappen is. As it stands right now, second practice was suspended, no thanks to rain, and Alonso is the one topping after the second practice, and he'll be hoping to build on the monster of a performance he put in the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. At the moment, Verstappen is first on the driver standing, second is Perez, then Alonso, Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, then George Russell. Before I wrap it up, Okpepe road race is coming up, another major staple in the athletics calendar, and this year the organizers are insisting and saying that this will be a year for pace setting, that they will be organizing a pace setting race that will probably better all that has actually come before it. And more importantly, this particular gold labeled race is one that everyone always look forward to.
Three major events this week.
Okay.
Anthony Joshua, well, he has a good opportunity to jumpstart his career. Yeah. If he wins, he goes home with about £10 million, and he will be facing a home crowd at the London O2 Arena. So it's a battle that he must, a fight that he needs to win.
Yes,
he has a new coach. He has a future ahead of him. Tomorrow, Man City versus Liverpool, where Man City needs to win. Otherwise, Arsenal meeting Leeds United will beat Leeds United, and they will.
It's not set in stone.
I'm predicting that Arsenal will beat Leeds United, so they've got to win.
Yes, they've got to win. Yes.
They may not have Haaland, they may not have Phil Foden, who is recovering from surgery.
Yes,
for Formula One, ahead of the Grand Prix, there is greater clarity on the pit stop penalty rule.
Okay.
No touching.
Yeah.
In Saudi Arabia, that was an issue.
Yes, it was.
And then, Alonso was reinstated. But this time around, they said touching in any form will amount to working on the car.
Yes. And to a very large extent, I think whatever Red Bull has got going for them will be incumbent on how much they can also give Checo the chance to push. Because I see the strategy is let Verstappen push further, let Checo stay behind. I think it's not good enough. I think Checo is championship stuff. And Checo is not getting any younger. All right, he can't keep on playing second fiddle. So whatever their team strategy might be, allow Checo, Sergio Perez, push so that, because when I saw a couple of races, I saw that he stood a better chance, but they kept on saying, slow down Checo, slow down Checo. For Lewis Hamilton and his teammate, I think they'll patch things up. I've also seen videos of them, doing high fives, slapping each other in the hands and, just having that bromance going on. I think definitely with time, things will gel. But they need to work on the car. The Mercedes car today, as we speak, is...
So they say they're bringing in some introductions that might...
It's the S word.
Try. No. Because Hamilton himself has admitted that the cars that the Red Bull team do have
is
as fast as lightning.
The Germans will say kaput. The car is kaput.
Thank you, Aaron.